This next fight, though, man, super surprised at how it played out, but
Yeah, me
not
too.
disappointed on how it played out. Those two things can exist simultaneously. And I also got to say, this is a fight I wasn't touching with a 10-foot pole as far as my wallet's concerned. I had
No,
no
definitely
idea
not.
how this was going to play out. Like, each man had a clear path to victory, and I don't think either of those paths to victories would actually took place. So I'm actually really glad I didn't bet this fight. You know,
Well, and I thought Chiesa would try to wrestle and like control. He was just trying to like huck submissions up for the entire time that once
and
he got
stay
the
on the
takedown.
outside, which are like two things that is kind of not really think of when you think of Michael Chiesa.
Right. I was really surprised by his like approach to the fight. And then, I mean, this fight's only 3 minutes 25 seconds long.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe the way Chiesa got caught. I was
he got
shocked.
he got caught. Yeah, and so like when I think of this, so we got Michael Chiesa, the number five ranked welterweight. Another pick 'em, surprise, surprise. But this one, I said I couldn't pick it either, so I feel Vegas on that one. I wouldn't want to set a money line either way on that either. And then Vicente Luque, rising welterweight, ranked number 6, and this was like a weird kind of like it's 5 versus 6, but it was kind of a number one contenders match. And here's what I mean by that. The rest of the top welterweights that are ranked above him have all fought Usman already and all lost to Usman already. So, and they tried to build up Wonder Boy and give him the benefit of the doubt. He squandered that opportunity. So these are kind of like what you're left with for new faces for Usman. So like it's very rare that you get a 5 versus 6. That's a number one contenders match. But
But
I
it's the
mean,
only
correct.
thing that makes sense, honestly.
It really, exactly. So, yeah, a lot on the line here, and I thought, I mean, how this fight was billed and it was kind of wrestler versus striker. You know, Chiesa being the wrestler, Vicente Luque being a dope kickboxer. But I mean, I think Vicente Luque really showed how well-rounded he was.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I was amazed that Luque caught the Darce. Like, literally escaped the submission attempts of Chiesa.
Which
And
he
then,
admitted by his own words was like 80% in. That was Luque's words. He said
yeah,
80%.
yeah, and he was like, I just knew I had to be calm and like, keep fighting my way through it. Which it's
Yeah.
like, damn, man. Because Michael Chiesa, like, I
One
thought
of
he
the
was going to
better
get the
rear naked
finish.
chokes in the division,
I really thought he was going to get the finish. And
Yeah,
then
usually when Michael Chiesa gets your back, it's usually, short night afterwards.
I just couldn't believe he got caught in a Darce choke too. Like, I know it's Luque's choke, like that's his thing is Darce's, but it's like, yeah, man, that's crazy that Chiesa got caught because he's usually the guy that like catches people like that.
Yeah, for sure. If you would have told me that Luque was going to sub Chiesa, I would have called you crazy.
Right.
And Vegas agreed. I want to say if you called Luque by sub, I want to say it was like plus 2,200 or something, or maybe I'm exact, or maybe it
Let's see.
wasn't that high. It was a fat money line if you called Luque by sub.
Plus 1,000.
Plus 1,000. Yeah. I knew it was 4 digits.
That's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah. So it's not like we just didn't see it coming. Like nobody really saw it coming. But yeah, this fight lasted 3 minutes and 25 seconds, and I mean most of that time was spent with Chiesa winning, in my opinion.
I thought he was winning every part of the fight until the last probably 25 seconds.
Yeah, no, exactly. Which I thought, man, you never like to see a guy get too down on himself. Chiesa made this post afterwards saying like how his fight or his body was feeling great, but his head wasn't. He was putting all this pressure on himself, which it was kind of a make or break moment for Chiesa's career.
I mean, he's not wrong to feel that pressure because it is that moment.
It was kind of accurate pressure. Like that was his moment. It really was. You can always try to pat a guy on the back and say you go, but the chance of him making another title run after this are pretty slim. No, it's not impossible, but slimmer than. This was his best path to a belt for sure. And yeah. So, but I gotta say though, and this is something I've learned from old Uncle Chill. It's like. You can't always base your performance based on the outcome. Like, I don't think Chiesa performed badly. He got caught and he lost. And Luque probably is the better fighter. So, like, is losing to the better fighter doesn't mean that you performed badly or that you're washed or that your head's not in it or – he literally was caught in Darce chokes. He was winning most of the fight.
That's what I was going to say is he was winning most of the fight. So it's like, even if your head wasn't there, Mike, like you were still fighting good.
He was fighting good. Yeah, like I'm not super down on Chiesa, but I was never super high on him. Like I never saw him as that guy.
Me
Definitely
either.
not the guy to beat Usman. If some like scenario happened where like Wonder Boy got the belt, could he beat a Wonder Boy? Something like that. But like I yeah, I never like pictured a scenario where he beats, especially this version of Usman. Maybe old, whenever boring wrestler Usman, but like old Colorado striking Usman, you know, the southpaw jab Usman. Chiesa was never gonna
No.
beat that. So I'm actually kind of glad Luque won because I do think it makes the division way more fun. And even Usman tweeted out that like Luque's in the convo now. He
I mean,
got to
he
kick
has
the
to
can.
be though.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. But like, so yeah, Usman Covington 2 is already booked. Obviously, I'm stoked for that. But and
Yeah.
I do think, I mean, you know, could Kobe win that? Of course. But I think Usman,
I think
I
Usman
like Usman
wins.
on that. But like, it gives us something to look forward to because besides that, it was just like watching reruns on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're
Yeah,
exactly right, man. Because like
yeah, man.
Usman's pretty much cleared out the division minus like 2 or 3 other names, and they got to earn their way even to challenge for that spot.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think if you would have told us, you know, 12 months ago, we all thought that person would have been Shemaev, but
Well, yeah, like
Luque emerged from the fucking pack.
it. Yeah, because he's just been more active. He just stayed fighting, didn't get COVID, didn't get super sick with it, like Shemaev. But also, I mean, Shemaev's going to come back, obviously. That'll be super interesting. Kevin Holland's going down to 170. That'll be super interesting.
That'll be
So
interesting.
Leon Edwards still hasn't had his shot at Usman. That's an interesting matchup.
Dana said something interesting in the post fight. He was like, because everybody's saying, "Oh, Luque, we got a new name for Usman," and then one of the reporters was like, "What about Leon? Does he need another fight?" And then Dana was like, "Well, he's fought once in 2 years, so you tell me." So I think we're gonna get Luque Edwards next, which is a fun fight.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
either gonna be a
fun
fight night
fight.
main event or like a, you know, probably like a featured bout on a pay per view. Either way, that's a fun one. I mean, I'm here for it. I think that makes sense. Largely because the title's already booked, right? A young guy like Luque, you don't want to, you know, you shouldn't have to sit around for, you know, 18 months or a year or however long it ends up being, even 9 months. So I think, you
Fight
know,
night main event's
Luque
perfect
versus
for them, bro.
Edwards in
Perfect.
like
Because it's
2 or 3
5-round fight that
months,
way.
5-round fight. Yeah, which Luque has not had yet. Oh,
Right.
that's the recipe. Yeah, I'm here for it. That's a fun fight night for sure.